What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
For the Win. Fun show on Netflix from YouTube personality, Frisbee phenom, Brody Smith. He's a 4-time Ultimate Frisbee National Champion and 2-time Guinness World Book World Record Champion for throwing Frisbees. He does a bunch of trick shots on YouTube. But he has a show on Netflix, and it kind of reminds me of shows that Netflix had early on when they first started streaming. There were like Dahani tackles different sports where this ex-football player went around the world and experienced different sports and tried to compete in them. This is very similar, except for they're more obscure sports like bicycle, polo, or water slide gymnastics, or curling even. A lot of different. It's just a fun show. It's a fun show. You get to see just different things that people are doing creatively to have fun and make up games. Brody's a fun host. You know, it's all those shows were so much fun. You know, all the Dahani show. This one, there was a show where these guys would they were MMA fighters, and they would go and learn kind of different disciplines from around the world, kind of more obscure martial art disciplines. So it's very much in that whole vein of shows. But yeah, I put it on one day, and it's like the perfect show to just have on. You know, whether you're paying attention or doing other things, you could throw it on. And yeah, you just watch. Super competitive. So he tries all these different sports, and he tries to dominate, you know, which to varying degrees, but it's more of just him participating in these things and just seeing, you know, the different things that people come up with. There was one of them that was really fun to watch was it was like tetherball, but on the end, instead of a ball, it was a piece of toilet paper that was lit on fire. And then you would have a tennis racket. You're wearing like these like welder kind of, you know, protection, shoulder protection, fire kind of protection things. And you have a tennis racket, and you're playing tetherball with a fireball. It just aesthetically looked like a lot of fun. And then the danger aspect made it look kind of crazy too. But it was I don't know. There's just a lot of fun. People are having a lot of fun out there. And then each episode he would try and do, like they would do a trick shot, some of them involving the Frisbee more than others. But it's really cool. You get to see interesting characters also along the way. And then at the end, the last episode, he brings 2 people back that he thought encapsulated the spirit of what the show was about. And he put together like a little obstacle course that involved all of the different, or a lot of the different kind of things that he tried, like slacklining or catching fish, or I don't know. I can't think of the other ones. It was I think it went back to the golf, the polo golf, and they all did it to try and. It really, like, this show in a lot of ways is basically like a YouTube show that they put on Netflix. Like, the production it's not like you're watching that Titan show that The Rock just started doing, that obstacle course. Like, that's like crazy production value. This is just like he had a camera crew going around with him, and then I'm sure he has a warehouse where he does all of his YouTube videos. I think is where that last episode took place, where he has his little obstacle course set up, which is amazing. Which is my dream would be to somehow get enough money coming in to where I could have a giant space like that, like a warehouse, or just a giant space where I could have like a studio set up here for painting, a studio set up for podcasting, a studio over here for doing graphic design, like just a giant area. And then I'd have like a little house inside of that giant area. So it'd be like a cozy little house, but then outside would be I would still be indoors, but it would be much bigger. You know what I'm saying? I want a warehouse, people. Let's start bringing money into. Go become a member over at patreon.com. get all the membership benefits, and then tell like 500,000 people to do the same. And I'll get a warehouse, and then I'll take everything to the new level. Everybody gets a bunch of free shit. It'd be great. See, do it, people. Help me out. Let's make this happen. But yeah, for the win. There's not a whole lot to say. I could go through all the different episodes and kind of go through, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you, if you're looking for something on Netflix to go watch that's fun, go watch it. And then check out those other shows that I only remembered. The Dahani Tackles was really the only other show. I don't even know if that's still on Netflix. That was so long ago. That was like 2009. It was like a decade ago when Netflix had like not that much. Now there's so much, especially original content from Netflix. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, it's amazing because you get all of these cool things for cheap. Way better than cable. No ads. But yeah, that's all I got. Brody Smith, cool dude. As far as like jock, meathead kind of dudes, it was fun. He's a great host. Like super competitive kind of bro, but at the same time, not an asshole. Didn't seem like an asshole. One episode that they did that I think would be fun, but would be kind of tough. Like I'd be kind of nervous to do it. They did urban golf, where you'd have your golf clubs and a tennis ball, and you would play golf like you would pick a target to be the hole, and you see how many strokes it takes you to hit the tennis ball against the thing. Like if you're in a park, you pick a tree, but it's urban golf. So they went through downtown Chicago, I believe, and that's where it was like when they were in Chicago, it just reminded me a lot of Denver, and it'd be just thinking about trying to do that in Denver. Like I would just kind of feel like an asshole. Plus, there's so many people out in Denver, like walking. Like people are so active in Denver. Everybody has a dog. They're all walking it. They're all like jogging or walking or riding bikes. There's like so much activity going on in Denver. Just kind of makes you feel bad. Like if you're a fat person in Denver, you would really feel out of place with all the people. Like you need to go somewhere where people just kind of stay indoors. Not Denver. Denver, you're out. But I could see people doing that in Denver, and that being like, I can see that being a lot of fun, urban golf. But yeah, there's just so many fun little things that he did, and it reminded me also of when I was a kid coming up with games. You're a kid and you just want to play, and you come up, you invent games. I remember inventing a board game with a friend of mine, but it was like a math board game. It was like, I think my heart was in the right place, but I was far off on like what I was trying to accomplish as a kid. Like I didn't understand what fun was. Like let's do a board game that involves math. I don't know. What are you going to do? I didn't get into the board game business, so I guess we can all feel thankful for that. But go watch For the Win if you're looking for something fun to watch on Netflix. Yeah, there's just so much. You can recommend if there's something you want me to watch that I haven't talked about, for sure, recommend that to me. I'd love recommendations. But go check out For the Win. New episodes of my show come out every day. Subscribe everywhere podcasts are found. Binge the full week in both video and audio versions over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder when you become a member. So do it. Become a member. Inspireddisorder.com for all of my artwork. Over 600 original pieces of painting pieces of art for sale, along with a lot more. InspiredDisorder.com for all that stuff. At Ray Taylor for me on all social media. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!